Alright, this is just a quick video on a cheap mic and an amp. If you're playing a Native American flute and you want to get that sound like you hear at the flute circles when they have a microphone, then this is a cheap way to do it. What I'm going to show you is I have less than $40 in, probably $35 in a microphone, cable, and a amplifier. Now this is just a cheap little tiny microphone. I'll get my fingers out of the way, from Radio Shack. Now there's one, and this is the one that we're going to use, and you can see the difference is that this one I have a meat skewer on it with a couple of bread ties, and the reason for that is so I can just slide it in on the flute like that. Now when you do this, you don't want the mic in the front. You don't want it in the front because it's going to pick up all the air noise. You want it slightly, if you can see it, it's slightly behind the bird right here. And then I'm going to wrap it one time just for strain relief. Now that microphone, or both those microphones, I picked up at a thrift store for $2, and of course the battery was dead. Now that's the biggest thing, is you got to remember to turn them on. You can't see it, but you got to remember to turn it on and off, or you will lose your battery. So that's $2. Meat skewer and the bread ties I had. Next thing you'll need is to pick up an adapter. That goes from 1/8 to 1/4 inch, 1/4. So you need to go from an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch with an adapter. Now, if you're going to play in a chair, that's all you need. You can set your amplifier beside of you, and I'll show you that just in a second. Now, if you're going to play further away, let me change the direction here. Then you need to add this is a 1/4 inch coupling to go to a guitar cable, which is also 1/4 inch. And then I think that's a 10-foot cable, so you just put that into that and that into that, and you can be 15, 16 feet away, because just this cable on your, I think it's called a Radio Shack mic, it's lapel mic, like a person would wear speaking. Alright, so $2 for that. I had the meat skewer, I had the bread ties. I did have to buy a battery, because more than likely if you buy one at a thrift store, the battery will be dead. Now let's show you the amplifier. This is a crate amplifier, quick view of it, that I gave $20 for at a thrift store. So now we're with the mic, new battery, and the amplifier, we're up to $25, $26, depending on what a battery costs nowadays. Now if you can see it, there's an on and off switch, which is here, and it makes a little click when you turn it on, but that's alright. All the settings are normal. Now line out is if you wanted to go to a PA system or to another amplifier. Insert is if you want to play a CD player, and it has a little button here that is chorus, where you can add chorus. Reverb, you can dial up how much reverb you want. I'm not sure what contour is, but low, medium, and high, you can change the sound a little bit, enhance the low sound, medium, high. And you have a gain 1 and a gain 2. I'm going to plug into gain number 1. And the mic is now turned on. Now I'm going to turn it up to whatever volume that I want. So anyway, now when you turn your amplifier off, it's $20 amp, I don't want to lose it. Turn your gain back down. If you have a volume control, what this one doesn't other than gain, then turn your volume, we'll say it's that, but it didn't, turn your volume all the way down, and then turn your mic off to avoid a spike, if I said that correctly. Alright, we're back on. So now I'm going to put the mic in, play a short tune to show you what a $25 setup cost sounds like. Now here again, if you add a cable and a connector, 1/4 inch, that's going to add a few more dollars. Alright, so this, I tried to move the, and I've got static electricity up here today, it's the clicking you hear, popping. I moved the camera back away, and I have the amp not set up very high, but this is what you're going to hear is a $25 setup. Just a quick little thing. Alright, now that's a, like I said, $25 setup, $2 for the mic, $2 or $3 for the battery, we'll say $26. And then the amp was $20. Now, this was bought at, everything was bought at a thrift store, and the mics were dead. Anyway, so I don't want to repeat myself on this. So, what I would do is I would take my Flute. Now what I would do if I were going to buy or try to buy this, I would look for a mic, a lapel mic, that's what this is called. I would go ahead and set up the meat skewer or ever how you want to hold it. You do need the 1/4 inch adapter here to go to a mic, amplifier. And I would buy this setup. You can contact a used music store where they sell nothing but used equipment, and they will have a practice amp. And I would take my flute and my mic down to the store and tell them I want to try a very cheap practice amp with reverb. And of course, you get whatever you like. And then they'll show you very basic small amps. Now here again, this cord will reach almost 6 feet. The Radio Shack, the lapel mic, and it gives you a good sound. It gives you effect like you're in a cave or a canyon or whatever. Without being there, you can set it right beside your chair. And this, like here again, $25 setup. So take your mic, take your flute and your mic, go to a used music store and see what they've got. Alright, anyway, y'all have fun. See you later. One last thing I forgot. If you do go to a music store or to somebody's house to buy a practice amp or a small amp, carry your flute, listen to the flute through the amp, turn the volume up, make sure it sounds clear so that you know that you've got a good amp and your speaker is not cracked or about to die on you. And just listen to your ear. If it sounds good, it's probably good. Alright, thanks.